Hi guys, Billy back, and this time we are looking at the Infinity Saga Avengers Age of Ultron Mark 43 1/10 scale figure by ZD Toys. Now technically this is just a repaint of the Mark 42, so I do not expect to be much difference when compared to that figure. But as you can see, this is the packaging. It's got a very nice picture of the figure on the front. It's got some light up pieces here. Don't expect any of that. This is not the LED version. This is the simple non-light up version. So this is just Photoshop tricks. See Avengers Age of Ultron logo, the Mark 43, the official hologram of the Disney logo. These are official, but they're not available in the West. They're only available in China. You have to get it imported. And it's got this really nice sort of metallic sheen all the way through. And then on the side again, we've got Avengers Age of Ultron, a picture of the figure and more stickers. And on the back, we've got the promo pics. We've got all that lovely Chinese blurb, all the logos you'd want, including the barcode. And then on the other side, all the logos as per usual. Nothing at the top, nothing at the bottom. Okay, let's get this open and have a look at it. Oh yeah, I love this bit. It's like opening a Kit Kat. Okay, to open this is going to be a little bit different from what we're used to with these figures. Now the packaging is super sturdy, it's a very thick card, it's very well made, it's really solidly built. But they used to have a split down the front here and you can open it up either side and then there'd be a piece of card in the middle. They seem to have done away with that at the moment. Not sure why. That was one of its unique features that I really liked. We can pop this open, swing it out, and there we have the figure inside. Sadly, no piece of card this time. And then once we take the figure out, there's a front tray and there's usually a back tray as well. And yep, exactly the same as usual. You've got all the hands, the stand, and the little fire effects for the figure. However, they have changed this up now, and we seem to be getting a lot more of these with a black stand instead of the clear transparent ones. Okay, so here he is just straight out of the box, and we can see it's a very, very nice paint app. I'm surprised the actual cherry red is a little bit darker than I would have expected, but he also comes with the usual accessories. He comes with a bunch of hands. It comes with repulsor blast hands, both painted and pegged versions, so you can take these repulsor blast effects, stick them into their hands, and boom, he can fire them out. You can also put them on his feet, so it's nice that they've given us 4 of those. He also comes with fisted hands and just straight up relaxed hands. And all of these are very nicely painted. You can see they've got that lovely dark cherry red. We've got that nice titanium silver in between the fingers. And that is a really, really nice paint app. Such a clean lines all the way through. And the metallic red on the back of the hands is very nicely even. It doesn't look uneven at all. Again, I always say, for the price you pay for these guys, the paint application is on the next level. And these blast effects are very nice and transparent. You can see it's got some nice sculpting in there, and it goes from a very dark orange into a very light yellow at the tips to give them that really cool sort of repulsor effect. They come with absolutely every figure, and we very rarely get any special unique accessories for these guys. The accessories are very much a cut and paste job, to be honest. Looking at the stand, it's very nice. However, he is black again. I would have liked them to all be clear and transparent so they look like the Marks 1 to 7. However, it's got Age of Ultron on there, very nice logo, Marvel Studios. And then the arm going up from here has a joint on the bottom and here, so one goes forward and back, one goes left and right. There's nothing up here in the stem. I would like an extra joint in here, because then you could actually really fold this down and get lots of different poses in it. But it goes all the way up and it can swivel left and right. And then there's 2 more joints up the top here to extend it to give him sort of a flight pose. And then there's a waist grabber or clamp, and it's spring loaded. The stand is pretty nice. It articulates just about enough. And the stand will do its job, which is to pretty much get this guy in the air. However, it can be a little difficult with this guy on the waist here. If you lift him up a bit higher, he slots back down, which is a bit of a pain in the butt because you really, really want him a little bit higher. Because once he's on the waist there, you can see that the repulsor blasts are touching on the base. And you want to get this guy higher up, so you're probably going to have to balance him on one leg somehow to get him up in the air high enough so that those repulsor blasts aren't hitting the bottom of the stand. Okay, coming in and having a look at this guy, we can see the sculpting is just as good as it was on the Mark 42. Again, some very, very clean line painting, especially at this price point. I'm always impressed by ZD Toys nailing that cherry red sort of effect. And you can see he's got all these little panels here separated with the silvers and golds. The gold is a tad dull, but I think it was on the figure anyway. There is no sort of battle damage or scratches or anything like that. I'm always super impressed by just how well they get these small scale figures painted, especially as other Iron Man figures in smaller scale that have these kinds of paint apps are like 3-4 times the price. But again, you can see nice detail in the arc reactor. It is a shame that they haven't been able to put any white behind the eyes because they do look very dead. I'm sure they're going to correct that when they bring in the light up feature. You'll go around the back, be able to press a little button, it will pop up. Oh, actually, there's a little bit of a paint scratches on here. Naughty ZD Toys, there's blemishes. Oh my god. Considering I've gone through maybe 8, maybe 9, maybe 10 different ZD Toys Iron Man figures, and this is the first time I'm finding a real blemish. I'd say their track record is pretty good, and sculpt wise he is absolutely bang on. But just like the Mark 42, he has the same limitations in articulation. He can look up about that much, he can look down about that much. His head can tilt from side to side and turn left and right. He can do a full 360 if you want him to. So moving on to the shoulders, you can see the arms can pop all the way out with these extended joints. The shoulder pads are on small hinges, but they don't really get out of the way that much. But once you pop it out, these arms can go all the way round. They can go almost up to 90 degrees, but there is sort of restrictions in here. There is a blemish here. Oh dear. A few flaws in this one. And then there is a bicep swivel. There is a double bend in the arms. You can get his arms really far up. And then his hands are on ball pegs, so they can spin all the way around and move in and out just a little bit. Coming down, you can see there is a joint in the torso, and it can turn fractionally, not a lot. There's not a lot of movement, but there is actually an extendable joint. So pop this out and you can get a lot more bend forward and back, left and right, and all the way around. That's pretty good, and he can turn a little bit left and right, but again, he's restricted by these edges here on the suit. There is no lower waist articulation, so we're moving straight down into the hips, and the legs can go up just a little bit like that, which is a bit of a shame. Go back a little bit. They are on drop down joints, so you can pull these down, and then we can get this way up there. There is a thigh swivel, there is a double bend in the knees, and then we have a reasonable amount of ankle articulation. There is no calf swivel or anything like that. You can see when we bend the knee like that, there's really nice details that we didn't get in the Mark 1 War Machine. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about the sculpting inside these knees. They're usually really good on these ZD Toys Iron Men, but War Machine for some reason was a bit of a letdown in that regards. And he can also practically Van Damme it. Overall, this is a very competently made figure by ZD Toys. The cherry red paint app is a little bit dark, but I think they've gone with the red over a gold undercoat instead of a silver undercoat, so it does make it look a little bit more rich and fuller. But again, with the accessories, it's the same old, the usual typical blaster effects and hands with the stand. Not much different, but we have to compare it to every other figure at the same price point in the market, and this blows those figures out of the water, with none of them even coming close to the quality that we're seeing in front of us now. So should you pick this guy up? Well, it depends. Do you really want that LED effect? Because if you do, hold off on this guy, because there will be an LED one coming. It's almost certain at this point. But if you just want a really awesome looking Iron Man on the shelf and you don't want a massive 1/6 scale one, you want something with a smaller footprint, this is the way to go. This Mark 43 is probably the most competently painted small scale Mark 43 Iron Man on the market at this price point. If you're going to go higher, you're going to be looking at the Bandai, the SH Figure Arts, the Mafex, and even the 3-0 diecast and Comic Cave figures, and they're going to come in 4 to maybe 5 times the price. So overall, this is again another bargain figure by ZD Toys. So if you were on the fence about getting this guy, don't be any more. Jump off that fence and go order this guy. I got mine from AliExpress. KG Hobby has him, as well as Toys Wonderland, I believe. So there's plenty of places out there that you can go get this guy. And that's it for now. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you do me a favour now. If you get my cave, I'm going to go put this guy next to my Mark 42, and they're going to look fantastic next to each other. Thanks a lot guys. Bye bye.